Okey, Assalamualaikum. Good morning. Boleh dengar ke suara saya?
Boleh sir.
Okay, thank you. Sorry lambat sikit hari ni, ada masalah sikit. So for your future attendance, I will delete one of the attendance lah. So after class, maybe you can sign in balik and then you check balik you punya attendance tu sama tak yang I delete, yang I stay tu. Kalau yang I delete tu, which is you kena tick balik lah sebab tadi you future ada masalah sedikit. So banyak dia, I klik banyak kali, so dia keluar banyak kali. So I dah delete a few tapi I tak sangka ada lagi satu tertinggal. So after class, you log in balik you future and then you tick attendance, then you check which is you dah tick or not your punya attendance lah. So sorry about the setting about the system. So we proceed to our class. So for today, I think ada a few of you, maybe not here lah yang ada masalah about your punya schedule, which is ada yang redundant class lain kan. So a few of you maybe masuk kelas dalam pukul 9. So I will start our class around 8:30 So we have around 50 minutes to you log in your future and you just standby for our lecture. So don't worry, I will record our lecture class. So I will upload through future after class. After class, I will upload just in case you have any problems, you absent or you have internet problems. So don't worry, you can go through your future and then just click every chapter every week. That one I think is much better because of some of you ada masalah schedule redundant with the other class. So it's okay. So any question so far for our class? Is it okay about your tutorial class? How your tutorial class with Madam Liana? Is it okay?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay. So how you dah dah ada group assignment? You have a task for your tutorial for your assignment dah dapat? Dah okay?
Dah.
Dah. Okay. So far any question about your assignment? Is it clear? Your assignment? Okay.
Okay, Doktor. So far clear.
So far clear. Okay. So just in case you have any problems about your assignment, about your group members, I hope for this semester I tak dapat lah any reports about the sleeping partner groups. So just in case you have a problem with your group members, just inform your tutor or just let me know. Just text WhatsApp. At least kita boleh ambil punishment lah action lah untuk yang sleeping partner ni. So just in case you have any question about your assignments, any topics, you boleh discuss lah dengan Madam Liana. So okay, tutorial okay So far okay lah for first week you discuss with your tutor about your assignment. And then depends on Madam Liana how they conduct their class. I just suggest to using future and Google Classroom or Google Meet and Microsoft Teams, and depends to Madam Liana. So any problem, just let me know about your tutorial class. So we proceed to our lecture today. So you got it? You can see my presentation, slide presentation, everyone. Ada nampak tak? Clear?
Nampak sir.
Okay, thank you. So for today, just our introduction. Maybe we kita ambil kelas awal sedikit because I have a training under that. So I kena start ambil awal sikit lah. So for today, just for introduction for our code subject 514, evolve 514 global ethics. So for today, for second week actually, our first topic of first chapter is introduction to global ethics. So just overview about the global ethics topics, or I think it's more to global. So I think it's more to environmental ethics. But our title for this code is global ethics. So don't worry. Maybe for next MQA, maybe our faculty will doing some of the revision about the topics, about the code subjects. For this semester, we're using global ethics, global ethics. But every chapter we need to focus on environments, because of you in environmental administrations course. So for introduction to global ethics, okay, actually, about ethics, maybe you know, maybe some of you from DBA or Form 6, maybe you very familiar with ethics, or moralities. Actually, what's the ethics? Ethics to apa? According to Greeks, ni terms, they got it, the words from Greeks. From the Greeks, the terms ethics is gathered from ethnos. Ethnos of I'm not sure about the pronunciation from Greeks, but I think it's ethnos. Ethnos or ethos. The meanings of the Greeks is characters. How their characters, or I think it's more to attitudes. About our attitudes. How you present your attitudes. And then moralities is come from the Latin, moralis, the meanings of costume or manners. So how you present your morals attitudes, how you apply any about your morals, apa tu you punya you punya present lah, daripada you tunjuk dekat orang. So how is it? And then the study of moralities and ethics is involved around the question. Actually, kita selalu curious about is it right or wrong. For example, you nak apa tu just you nak buang sampah from apa tu kereta kan, which is right or wrong. For example, you now is apa tu you driving, and then you dekat traffic light, and then waktu tu pukul 2 pagi, which is waktu tu tak ada kereta, which is you nak just go potong je traffic light tu walau traffic light merah, or you nak stay, you waiting for green light, baru you drive kan. Which is depends on you punya ethics, depends on you punya morals, which is you punya characters, individual characters actually. So you decide which is you nak pilih yang betul or you nak pilih yang salah, which is right or wrong lah. You just make a decision based on you punya orang kata principles. Okay, ethics or moral philosophies as the basic question about the good life lah. This one is according to Matt Cannons. Same things, which is you nak buat some things depends on you punya principles, depends on you punya objective, depends on you punya aim, which is you nak save our environments, maybe you save the energy when you nak apa tu you stay at home, so which is you apa ni, you jimat tak elektrik, which is kalau you stay kat rumah, you baru on you punya switch on you punya apa tu lampu kan, which is kalau you keluar, which is you tutup tak, which is you buka aircon, you save tak energy. That one you very alert about environments lah, which is kalau you apply about the save energy, so you can save our environments kan. So depends on you punya prinsip, depends on you punya moralities, depends on you punya apa tu attitudes, which is you alert or not about our environments. If you alert about our environment, so that you need to save the simple things, you just switch off when you nak keluar dari rumah, so that you switch off first your any apa tu lampu or you punya plug in and so on lah kan. Okay, same things about the moralities or ethics, which is basically the human relationships, which is together with you punya apa tu you punya circle round lah about among humans, among apa tu environments include kita punya apa tu tanah, about air, about pollution, which is you alert tak you mungkin you buat apa tu apa burning kan, pembakaran terbuka so if you apa tu somebody yang very alert about environment, so you very particulars which is you buat ni betul or not, betul ke tak, right or wrong which is you buang sampah betul ke tak, you bakar sampah, simple things, you just bakar sampah, is it good to environments or not everything you doing, you akan berfikir, you thinking is it good I doing like this, macam simple things, macam you isap rokok which is betul ke in terms of ethics, in terms of environmental ethics even though rokok tu just simple asap dia boleh apa tu orang kata sumbangkan kepada pencemaran udara juga, the minor lah and then of course kalau you buat pembakaran terbuka very heavy punya heavy punya air pollutions lah same things kalau you nak beli some of the electrical you kena check which is apa tu dia punya air pollution effect lah very friendly interval something like that you very particulars about everything you nak beli or you nak guna and then from dictionaries the values are the rules by the which is we make a decisions sama juga everything kalau you tengok by decision by a dictionary, by according to our scholars they say just you make a decision to about right or wrong the keywords which is kalau dalam midterms or dalam final exam dia kalau dia tanya the concept of ethics, the main point is about the right decision, about the right or wrong that's orang kata main point, and then you just giving a sum of example example, make sure you giving example is related into environments it's better lah because of our subject is more to environments, so make sure you focus on environments okay, that's the columns of what is a good, what is bad. That's why just focus on your punya decision, which is you is everything you need to focus on the point is the fact which is kalau environmental law, you have studies about environmental law, which is from the environmental law Environmental Quality Act 1974, you can see all the columns of the section is focused on environment even though EQA is focused on industry, but you can apply into your punya lifestyle lah for example kalau industri, kalau dia buang toxics into sungai or river, laut dan sebagainya, dia kan dia punishment tu kan ada 5,000 1,000 kan, walaupun sedikit that have a punishment. Same also you can apply into you punya lifestyle, which is you akan rasa kalau you buang something buang sampah, buang minyak dan sebagainya, they can affect the environment, maybe you can rasa lah the punishment kalau you buat into the industry. Also we have applied to EQA 1974, but for ethics individual ethics, we don't have any the simple things lah. Kalau you isap rokok, maybe kita ada kerajaan tempatan punya rules kan depends on the you punya kawasan lah location and then what is bad and is good, so that you apply a good things what is bad is can make some of the involve to unhappiness and pains but you need to relate to the lifestyle which is kalau kita buat is more to the issue. For example, maybe you tak alert about environments, you tak concerns about environments so kalau you akan rasa macam mana some of the orang-orang yang buat some of the orang-orang yang buat pencemaran ni diorang akan rasa depends, tapi into ethics concept is makes some of dia tak ada I can say about the mental illness lah, which is dia rasa seronok, dia rasa seronok, which is kalau dia rasa seronok tu dia ada masalah mental, kalau dia buat pencemaran tu dia rasa seronok, which is dia ada masalah mental actually, because of kalau kita buat some of the environmental pollutions of anything yang involve to environment, pemasalah environment, environmental pollution for example, so it's actually it can make our perasaan tu rasa unhappiness, rasa sakit, which is kalau you tengok orang macam contoh the Sungai Kim Kim kan yang dekat Johor, which is they can impact to schools, impact to communities, into air pollution, some of the students, the warders, ada masalah tu dia punya respiratories, so that's is for kita punya feeling is unhappiness, rasa macam rasa sakit je kan, rasa macam tak seronok, which is dia pollution kat Sungai Kim Kim tu dia bagi impact kepada budak-budak, pada guru dan sebagainya lah, which is sepatutnya benda tu tak berlaku, which is betapa kejamnya industri ni just buang dia punya pollution into river yang dekat dengan schools, dekat dengan communities, the impact to environmental health, which is sepatutnya kita akan rasa macam sakit hati kan, because of diorang buat, dia bagi impact to communities, so industri yang dapat untung dan sebagainya, they have a good incomes, dia dapat banyak keuntungan, dan dia tak menggunakan saluran yang betul, which is sepatutnya the recycles, dia punya any dia punya sisa-sisa buangan tu sepatutnya, tapi dia nak cut cost, so dia just throw buang dekat sungai yang berdekatan, contohnya dekat Sungai Kim Kim, so they can affect to communities, so kita akan rasa sakit, rasa macam happiness about the situation, which is bagi impact yang negatif tu kita punya communities dekat Sungai Kim Kim tu, so that's some of the example, which is kalau you nak bagi contoh for you punya final nanti kalau ada soalan berkenaan dengan environmental the concept of ethics, so you can give the main points and then you just bagi some of the example related to, you boleh tengok yang berlaku dekat Malaysia ni lah, a moral and no morals. What is difference? Dua-dua dia tak bermoral, which is kalau a morals is more to mental illness, more to attitudes about dia punya action lebih pada you berfikir, morals, which is kalau you buat tu you tak menggunakan any materials, ini yang I nampak lah point ni, kalau no morals you can use any any materials, contoh kalau you nak potong pokok, for example the simple things lah about environment kan, you nak you ada gunting, and then you just bawa dekat taman, and then you just potong all the pokok or flowers yang dekat taman tu kan, you rasa cantiknya pokok ni, so that you decide to potong, you nak ambil, then you nak decorate dekat rumah kan, so it's not no morals, which is you using scissors and then you potong, it's no morals, so you have a material to doing, you gunakan something lah, something objects untuk implement, buat laksana apa yang you nak capai, still a bad attitudes, in terms of ethics. Okay, why study ethics? Why you choosing? You tak ada pilihan, memang maybe this subjek wajib kan? Okay, actually why we need to study ethics lah? Kalau subjek major, maybe you boleh pilih subjek lain kan? Which is kalau as a student, why you need to study ethics? First, you need to just address about the question, what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. That's why we need to know anything we doing, contohnya anything you nak study skill, you nak you nak buat apa after this, you will graduate, so that you decide to apply any position at any industry or apa tu public sectors, or industry or private sectors, so that you decide to something, you decide. So you nak pilih, which is even though right now apa tu our economy is problem, so we don't have any choice. You need to apply for any position yang you dapat, you just grab kan. But you need to think first why you choosing that. Kenapa you pilih? Even though it's ethics also. Why? Apa tu kita nak buat yang betul or yang salah, right or wrong? So anything you need to go through by your principles first, and then you need to follow the fact. Contoh fakta-fakta lah, contoh benda yang betul, benda yang salah. So you need to know lah. For example, kalau kita buang sampah, the simple things, benda tu betul or salah. The simple things like that. Okay, and then you need to follow the law or rules. Contoh kita kena follow lah environmental laws kalau dalam environment, kalau dalam under apa tu kerajaan tempatan, dia have ada punya rules kan, dia ada under kerajaan tempatan juga, kalau you dah study law, to solve the moral problems, of course lah, which is once kita nak apa tu control any issues, which is kalau dalam industri pun we start with the pyramids attitudes, which is kita start dengan individual, and then we go to families, and then the besar-besar lagi kan. I think you know lah the pyramid attitudes, which is dekat atas tu kita start dengan seorang, which is individual, and then we go to the second level for families level. So we start with individual, we need to have a good attitude first, so kita boleh bagi kepada kita punya family, presentable kita punya attitude. So family contohnya dah kahwin, so you boleh tunjuk apa tu present you punya attitudes to you punya anak-anak lah. So from family tu dia boleh kembangkan lagi to communities, from communities dia kembang lagi into industry. That's why from individuals, some of the individuals ni dia dah have apa tu, dia ada masalah dari sudut attitude, so dia akan bawa kepada tempat kerja, which is they using bad attitudes lah. For example, they just saying simple things, they just fikir just buang-buang through apa tu river kan, dia punya sisa buangan dekat dari industri tu. Okay. And then political reason, economic reason, we have a social reason. This one we can go after this slide. This one, the sources of moralities kan. We have the supernatural theories. This one, don't worry, we go details. Maybe chapter 3 and chapter 4. This one, I will go details through chapter 3 and chapter 4. Okay. And then the natural law theories. For this one, maybe I'm more to related to EQA lah. Even though we doing from the scholars Thomas Aquinas ni, but I'm more to related to EQA 1974, more to related with our situation lah in Malaysia. Okay, and then the world and object in have their own values. That's why different individual maybe different are their values. Maybe some of you tengok sungai tu no point, tak ada makna pun. Some of apa tu people see a river something like macam emas. Dia tengok wow, because of dia tak boleh tengok sungai, maybe dia stay dekat apa tu KL, so dia tak familiar with apa tu dengan suasana hutan or suasana apa tu sungai-sungai kan dekat kampung. So that depends on dia punya value lah, to the simple lah from individual. But dekat dunia level globals, maybe apa ni some of the country dia rasa apa tu apa ni kepentingan apa tu environments tu berbeza. Maybe that's why we have a carbon trendings carbon trendings methods, which is carbon trendings. Some of the country dia boleh jual, kalau you nanti semester 6 nanti kan part 6, maybe you can apa tu study balik about carbon trending techniques lah, or carbon trending methods, which is carbon trending methods. We have the country they have apa tu portion or percentage untuk doing apa tu pollution, which is kalau you have banyak lagi you punya orang kata saham or persen untuk buat pollution, you boleh jual contoh Malaysia, we have 50 jap ada login pula. Ada around 30% lagi dia punya pollution, so dia boleh jual dia boleh jual to maybe to US or to negara-negara Japan yang mungkin yang banyak Japan tak banyak pun pollution maybe US yang banyak keluar pollution, or China yang banyak keluarkan pollution ni dia boleh jual because of kalau dia lebih limit we have a calculation with the GIS methods, which is dia akan calculate some to some other country yang amount of pollution for every years so even Malaysia we have I think 30 or 40% for our carbon trading portions to jual dekat negara-negara yang besar pollution like China or US or Indonesian Indonesia besar dia punya pollution because of dia punya Kalimantan and dia punya kebakaran dan sebagainya, so we can jual benda-benda macam tu. So that depends on the countries. They have macam contohnya Australia dia very very particular about environments so that dia punya values of environments, air pollutions dia punya tu sangat tinggi, so that dia punya percentage untuk carbon trading tu sangat besar, which is dia boleh jual dengan dapat duit yang banyak so it's not, I think it's not the good things into environments jual beli carbon trading, but somehow they implements dia implements by Rio de Janeiro's punya conference, which is this technique because of dia tak nak over pollution, some of the country over sangat pollutions, so dia boleh impact to environments very general secara keseluruhannya overall to globals, impact to globals. So that's why they decide to methods carbon trading methods, but depends on the values on the countries. Some of the countries they think they can pay for one depends on PM10 I think, so the calculation maybe you have a 10 PM10, so you just pay 1,000 ringgit, depends the calculation by year so maybe they have a lot of money because they have a pollution, so they have a very banyak dia punya industri kan, so from the industry they can for China memang banyak industri, so dia punya pollution pun banyak, so dia punya dapat generate income, so dia boleh bayar dia punya carbon trading issues mungkin dia bayar pada Australia or Malaysia how many dia punya pollutions. Okay, for this one we can go details for the other chapters religion aspect, natural aspect, individual aspect, social aspect. For religion aspect, it depends human being relationship with gods, and of course dalam kita punya Islam pun kebersihan itu adalah salah satu dari separuh daripada iman kan, that's why kita kena sentiasa bersih, kita nak solat pun kita kena bersih same also we go to environments kita pentingkan kebersihan, which is related with safety and health also kesihatan kan so we need to related which is dalam Islam pun kita tak suka membazir dan sebagainya melakukan kerosakan so that related to kita punya environment juga environment ethics juga we need to focus on religion aspect of also then through the natural aspect human being relationship with the nature of course once you want to bangunkan kawasan developing any areas rural areas, you nak develop some of the orang kata industry, or you nak develop constructions so you need to respect to nature you can respect, that's why we have a EIA environmental impact assessment, we have a social impact assessment that's why we have need to follow all the guidelines from DOSH from from Jabatan Alam Sekitar kan, because we need to respect our nature. So actually kalau kita selalu ataupun terlalu maksimumkan pembangunan, so they can impact to kita punya environment juga. Dia datang balik pada kita. That's why we have landslide issues, we have banjir dan sebagainya kan, because of kita tak respect actually to nature. That's why we need to follow all the guidelines, we need to follow all this EQA, so that kita kena respect tu natural lah. Natural aspect, we have a relationship with the nature, and the individual aspect depends on you punya levels, maybe you amongst you punya diri saja, ataupun you punya dengan impact tu orang lain, tapi apa-apa pun you kena relate, you kena reflect balik into you punya you punya diri, ada tak impact to environment, so that you can actually, that's why we need to focus on moral aspect jugalah. Dalam diri kita kena tekankan elements of air environments, which is you are a student for BEVA, so you need to apply, maybe you could the simple things, maybe some of you can apply the 3 R's, 3 R's kan. So somehow kita selalu bercerita tentang 3 R kan, tapi so how berapa ramai yang guna konsep 3 R dekat rumah kan. Somehow kita belajar tapi kita tak apply benda tu. That's why right now I memang apply, just collect all the papers, box and so on lah, botol-botol, so kita kumpul and then kita boleh jual. Macam last month I jual dapat RM5 from ada orang datang beli, collect kan. So somehow kita boleh apply benda tu, kita boleh side income untuk dapatkan duit juga, ekonomis. Okay, next is social aspect, which is related human relationship with the other human beings. Ni kita dengan orang lain, which is ada tak action, which is kalau macam contoh Sungai King Kim tu, this one is related to social aspect, which is Sungai King Kim is about the human dengan the others kan. So you can say Sungai King Kim industri A yang buat issues, yang buat pollutions, they can impact into the others, into the communities. That's why we can say the social aspect lah. Okay, next is what is environment ethics? This question is which is you kena tanya dalam diri you, pada diri you, the self, you punya diri sendiri punya question, soalan, which is what is the thing deserve the moral consideration, not only because of their value, but to us or the others, but for their own sake, which the things in the world around us have the inherent values, and which of the things have a rights. So apa yang patut kita buat, which is not only just focus on the values, but the impacts to pada kita balik juga, impact to environments or all the communities kat situ. So anything you nak buat about environmentals issues or environmental ethics, you need to think, you kena fikir benda ni betul, benda ni salah. Okay, consider it to be a valuables. This one, instrumentals ni, ensign because of the usefulness. For example, macam waters ni kan, contohnya air, you bagi dia bagi values, or dia bagi to human lah, pada kita kan, which is kita nak air, so kita guna air untuk basuh baju, untuk minum, so this one dia boleh bagi kepada orang lain, values tu dia, nature values dia bagi kepada orang, kepada diri kita, contohnya kita guna air untuk kegunaan, contohnya makan, membasuh dan sebagainya lah, non-instrumentals, non-instrumentals ni which is that value is not means to end but to end itself, kepada dia sendiri, dia tu sebenarnya nature, for example trees, pokok. Kenapa? Dia boleh bagi kat human, dekat kita juga, tapi actually dia lebih kepada bagi kepada diri, non-instrumentals ni dia bagi pada diri dia sendiri. Contoh pokok, which is you tengok pokok dia ada daun kan yang gugur-gugur tu, which is dia turun kat bawah, dekat tanah, which is daun-daun tu berguna balik pada dia because of the organics punya methods soul tu kan, which is dia boleh bagi kepada baja, untuk kegunaan pokok tu balik, dia bagi pada diri dia sendiri balik, that's what we call it as a non-instrumentals, untuk diri dia balik, the back tu diri dia balik lah, keuntungan tu lah, even though dia boleh bagi juga, macam contoh yang pokok dia bagi juga kepada the others lah, macam kita kan, dia bagi untuk oxygen, dia bagi buah-buahan kan, sayur dan makanan, food, dia bagi juga untuk kayu, kita guna untuk kita punya perabot dan sebagainya lah, Okay, this a simple question lah, ni tak ada apa sangat lah. Ni the development of environmental ethics, this one maybe I can relate to chapter 4, ethics and environments. Nanti maybe I focus on developments, maybe you have a sit-in for class Dr. Devika for EIA, maybe you need to know when you want to doing any developments, you need to have a EIA, or SIA, social impact assessments, for developments. But for developments, you need to know, any developments aspect you need to follow EQA. And then for ethics, depends on you. You think, contoh you ada tanah dekat kampung, and then you think you nak buat development, for example pembangunan construction dan sebagainya. Okay, construction dan sebagainya. So you think ada tak impact to wildlife, you punya area tu, ada tak impact to landslide areas, so you kena fikir-fikir that's elements, you nak bangun as a kawasan pertanian, for example, you need to use a toxic pesticide, or you need to using organic pesticide, depends, that's why you need to have our ethics, environmental ethics, you choosing the others, pilih. Okay, ni sama saja, tak ada apa sangat continuous. Okay, that's all for overview. Maybe next week I will continue about the justice for environmental. For this week, just focus on the overview. So for today, I think you need to know, you perlu tahu about the right or wrong. You for your decision for environments, you need to have you punya principles, for today, that's the outcome class for second week. So class, any questions so far for overview environmental ethics or global ethics lah, even though we need to relate to environment, so I just highlight environmental ethics, so any question so far? Okay class, any question?
Faham, Doktor?
Simple thing kan, you nak buat something tu, you kena fikir, betul ke salah, tu sajalah, untuk first week, second week ni, so far okay, I hope clear for just kita punya overview global ethics part, just concept about ethics, the you punya attitudes, you punya moralities and so on lah. So far okay, any problems? Okay, 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 Alhamdulillah. So after kita habis kelas ni, I hope you boleh log in your future sebab I akan delete satu daripada attendance. So kalau yang tak ada, tolong log in balik tolong klik balik, klik balik for attendance yang tak ada sebab I akan delete salah satu. So okay kelas, sebab I ada sini. So thank you for your attendance. Thank you for attend lah pagi ni. Untuk yang ada masalah boleh tag saya sebab ada yang students ada tag saya untuk isu schedule kan. Redundant tu good, at least I know. So ada masalah yang lain, just let me know, just tag saya. At least saya tahu masalah. Ada masalah internet pun tolong inform saya sebab saya akan verify you punya attendance after class. I akan verify your attendance. So some of the students yang tak boleh attend class, dia inform saya, dia cakap internet problem, tapi janganlah every week kan. Internet problem juga. So kalau ada masalah, so saya boleh verify kat situ lah. I akan tick and I akan tulis komen kat situ, internet problems ke, or you sakit ke, you need to go hospital dan sebagainya. Don't worry so inform je saya. So at least saya taklah banyak sangat you punya absent tu. So kalau banyak 3 kali, I risau our RP, resource person, Dr. Asmida. So dia check balik you punya attendance, ada 3 dia tak nak bagi you masuk exam, rugilah. So I hope you jaga you punya attendance jugalah. So thank you for today. So kita sambung next week. So for you punya tutorial class, I hope you boleh proceed about your punya assignment sebab I 100% pass to Madam Diana for your assignment. So for your punya presentation pun under Madam Diana. I hope every one of you semuanya okay. Kalau ada masalah, cepat-cepat beritahu saya, jangan last minute. So thank you class untuk hari ni. Saya stop dulu stop dulu untuk hari ni. So kita jumpa next week lah. Okay class? Okay.
Okay, doktor. Thank you, doktor.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, see you next week.
Thank you, doktor.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, doktor.